just so shocking and heartbreaking. But investigators say it's unclear if Hackman knew that his wife of 30 years was for a week before he passed away.
This investigation started on February 26th with the discovery of Mr. Hackman and Miss Arakawa and their dog.
The story unfolding around Gene Hackman and his wife, Betsy Arakawa, is nothing short of mesmerizing. A peaceful life in the enchanting hills of Santa Fe, New Mexico, where the couple had seemingly found their sanctuary, has now become the center of a swirling mystery that has captivated the world. What began as a quiet investigation into their passing has taken a dramatic turn with revelations that have left even seasoned investigators scratching their heads. But here's the question that's on everyone's mind. What's really going on inside Gene Hackman's iconic home, and why has the FBI suddenly entered the picture? Let's start at the beginning. Gene Hackman was more than just a legendary actor. He was a man of nuance, a creative soul who found solace in the remote beauty of Santa Fe. After retiring from Hollywood in 2004, Hackman and his wife Betsy relocated to New Mexico, where they poured their hearts into transforming a dilapidated 1,950s building into an architectural masterpiece. Together with the talented team at Studio Arquitectura, Hackman designed a home that was as eclectic and colorful as his illustrious career. The sprawling 9,000 square foot mansion combined elements of southwestern Pueblo architecture with Spanish Baroque details, French windows, and a unique touch of Hackman's own artistic vision. Hackman was meticulous in everything he did, and the home was no exception. He personally oversaw every aspect of the renovation, mixing paint colors by hand, commissioning handcrafted tin ceilings, and even supervising the treatment of ceiling beams to achieve a perfectly aged look. To him, this wasn't just a house. It was a canvas, a living, breathing work of art that told the story of his life. Betsy, a classical pianist with an eye for design, was his partner in every sense of the word. Together, they curated a collection of furniture and art that blended the soft lines of the Southwest with elegant European antiques, creating a space that was both raw and refined.
Since that time, Xena, the deceased dog, has been taken for necropsy at the Veterinary Diagnostic Services, and we'll be awaiting those results.
But behind the beauty and serenity of this retreat, a deeper, more enigmatic story seems to have been quietly brewing. On February 26, 2025, the world was stunned by the announcement that both Hackman and Betsy had passed away in their beloved home. The initial reports seemed straightforward enough. Hackman, who had long struggled with heart issues, was believed to have succumbed to a cardiac event. Betsy, who was found nearby, appeared to have passed shortly after. It seemed like a tragic end to a beautiful love story. But then came the twist. The FBI, reportedly acting on a tip, removed sections of the home's flooring as part of their investigation, and suddenly the narrative shifted.
Breaking news, actor Gene Hackman's cause of revealed. It is tragic, sad. Officials tonight say the actor's wife week before Hackman.
What could possibly be hiding beneath the floors of Gene Hackman's mansion? Speculation has run wild. Some believe that Hackman, known for his private nature, may have been hiding something significant, perhaps a long-lost artifact, valuable documents, or even a hidden room. Others have theorized that the removal of the flooring could point to environmental hazards like toxic materials that might have gone unnoticed for years. Still, a more sensational camp has suggested that the FBI is searching for evidence of a decades-old mystery tied to Hackman's storied career. Could it be that the actor, who portrayed so many complex characters on screen, was guarding secrets in real life?
Hantavirus pulmonary syndrome is a rare disease caused by hantaviruses, but a small number of human infections are found every year in New Mexico.
Adding to the intrigue are the cryptic details surrounding the couple's final days. Hackman was reportedly found near his cane in the mudroom, while Betsy's body was discovered in a bathroom, with pills scattered on the counter and a space heater nearby. One of their 3 dogs was also found lifeless in a nearby closet, while the other 2 were still alive. Investigators have ruled out common causes, such as gas leaks or environmental toxins, only deepening the mystery. Hackman's pacemaker recorded its last activity on February 17, 9 days before their bodies were discovered, suggesting that they had been gone for some time before anyone noticed.
In terms of the investigation, as far as what's next, it is still an open investigation. They're reviewing cell phone records. They also are going to review the results of the necropsy.
What's even more puzzling is the timeline leading up to that fateful day in mid-February. Neighbors reported seeing no unusual activity around the house, and security cameras in the gated community where the Hackmans lived didn't capture anything out of the ordinary. Maintenance workers who had access to the home described the couple as meticulous about their routines, with Hackman often seen sitting in his favorite chair by the window, reading or sketching ideas for his art projects. Betsy, meanwhile, was known to take their dogs for a quiet stroll every morning. But in the days leading up to the 17th, it seems the household fell silent. No deliveries, no phone calls answered, and no signs of their usual daily rhythm.
I can tell you that he was in an advanced state of Alzheimer's, and it's quite possible that he was not aware that she was deceased.
Adding to the intrigue, authorities revealed that a small section of the home's security system had been deactivated. While it's unclear whether this was intentional or a technical glitch, it has raised questions about whether someone could have entered the home unnoticed. Investigators are reportedly combing through the system's logs to determine when and why the deactivation occurred. Could it have been an oversight by the couple themselves, or does this point to something or someone more ominous? The discovery has only heightened speculation, with some suggesting that the couple's reclusive nature might have made them vulnerable to an unanticipated event. Further complicating matters is the discovery of a partially completed letter found in Hackman's study, written in his unmistakable handwriting. Authorities have not disclosed the full contents of the letter, but sources close to the investigation hint that it was deeply personal, reflecting on his life, his career, and his desire to leave a lasting legacy. Was this letter meant to be shared with the world, or was it intended as a private reflection? And does it hold any clues about the events that followed? For now, the letter remains in the hands of investigators, fueling even more curiosity about the final days of Gene Hackman and Betsy Arakawa. And that raises another question. How could two such prominent figures vanish from their community without anyone realizing it? Hackman and Betsy were known for their reclusive lifestyle, but even their closest neighbors have expressed shock at how little they knew about the couple. One neighbor, who lived next door for years, admitted to never having seen them in person. Others describe the pair as polite but intensely private, rarely venturing out or attending social events. It seems that Hackman had mastered the art of blending into the background despite being one of Hollywood's most celebrated actors.
A person can die very quickly, within 24 to 48 hours, roughly speaking, without medical treatment.
Still, those who did know the couple paint a picture of two generous, kind-hearted individuals. Hackman, despite his fame, was described as humble and down-to-earth, often lending a hand on projects or sharing stories with friends. Betsy, meanwhile, was known for her warmth and her love of animals, particularly dogs. The two were inseparable, and their enduring relationship was often cited as one of Hollywood's rare success stories. Together, they created a life that was simple yet rich, filled with art, music, and the quiet pleasures of daily routines. But now that peaceful existence has been turned upside down, the involvement of the FBI has only added fuel to the fire, with theories about hidden treasures and Hollywood scandals dominating online forums. Some have even speculated that the couple's demises might be linked to something larger, a conspiracy perhaps, or a long-buried secret. Others have pointed to Hackman's health challenges, including a history of heart disease and injuries from a serious bike accident in 2012, as a possible explanation. Could it be that their passing was simply the result of natural causes, amplified by their isolated lifestyle? Or is there something more?
I'm not aware of what his normal daily functioning capability was. He was in a very poor state of health. He had significant heart disease.
The investigation has also shown a spotlight on Hackman's complex legacy. Despite his towering success as an actor, winning 2 Academy Awards and starring in classics like The French Connection and Unforgiven, Hackman often spoke of his regrets. His grueling work schedule took a toll on his family, creating a distance between him and his children that he later lamented. In interviews, he admitted that his relentless pursuit of excellence sometimes came at a price, leaving him longing for a simpler, more grounded existence. It was this desire for balance that ultimately led him to Santa Fe, where he found solace in painting, writing, and the quiet beauty of the desert. And yet, even in retirement, Hackman remained an enigmatic figure. Friends recall him as a man of contradictions, both fiercely independent and deeply loyal, intensely private yet capable of great warmth. He was the kind of person who would pay off a golf bet in pennies as a joke, then quietly donate to local businesses without seeking recognition. He was, in many ways, a reflection of the characters he played on screen. Complex, layered, and unapologetically human. So, where does that leave us? As investigators continue to piece together the puzzle, the public is left to wonder, what secrets will the floors of Gene Hackman's home reveal? Are we on the verge of uncovering a story that will rewrite the narrative of his life? Or will this mystery remain unsolved, leaving us with more questions than answers? One thing is certain, the world will be watching closely as this story unfolds. What do you think? Could there be a hidden treasure or a long-lost secret waiting to be discovered? Or is this case simply a tragic yet ordinary end to an extraordinary life? Share your thoughts in the comments and let's keep the conversation going. Until next time, stay curious.